welcome to episode 3 of our Mordheim campaign. I'm joined by...
Phil,
who is playing his undead lich. That you know about this, do you, Phil?
Yes, I do, Phil.
Right, so we're just carrying on with this. So we're going to be playing the breakthrough scenario with my possessed, currently led by Togrul, who has taken over the warband after my previous leader died in the last game. If you want to check that out, it will be in the playlist. But Pete, do you want to go over your warband first, or should I?
Sure, I'll do it. So okay. I'm running How I Met Your White King, and I'll give pause for dramatic laughter.
Boom, boom.
Hey, that is led by...
Insert canned laughter.
Yeah. Like you did last time. That is led by Hermie the Lich. He has had one advance since he started, which gives him initiative 5. So he does, he's got quite a good initiative now.
Is that the one in the building, or is that the one on the street?
That's the one in the building, yeah, the red one, because I'm still in the process of painting up Heinrich Kemmler.
Okay.
So he has got Living Horror and Call of Van Hells as his 2 spells. Then there's Herbert, who's my necromancer. He has had initiative 4 as his advance so far, and he has to know one of the spells of the Lich. He's not allowed to learn any other spells because, that would be degrading to his Lich. He's supposed to be subservient. So he's got Call of Van Hells.
Right.
Little whipping boy. Then I've got 3 Graveguard, Bat, Curved, and Pointy. Pointy died last time, but there's another Pointy to replace him, funnily enough.
Pointy Junior or Pointy Senior?
Pointy 2, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So Curved has had an advanced, and he's got Strongman. And then after that I had a henchman get he's got talent, so Is It Krell has become a Krell, and he's a white, and that is the one that's down in the corner over there. He's one of the skeleton warriors with the sword up high.
Which is the one which has got Strongman?
Down that way as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So currently flashing up, hopefully, with a dot on screen, if I can work.
Then I've got 2 zombies. They're 2 zombies. Nothing much else to say. I've got 1 skeleton with a shield and spear, modelled by the lovely sword and spear that I brought along with me today. Yeah.
Okay, so that's in the centre of the table.
That's in the centre, yeah. And then I've got another Is It Krell White, who is over in the building with the Lich and a zombie.
Okay.
And that's it. 10 man strong, or 10 boned strong.
Yeah, well, I suppose that you couldn't tell whether they were...
We don't discriminate.
Yeah, so...
Bones are bones. Flesh is flesh,
But is the flesh weak? So my warband has now become the warband of Bojack Norseman because, obviously, as I said, my leader died last time. Bojack and my Werkin possessed, the Werkin has no name currently, are currently on the far right of the battlefield.
I thought we all named them Phil, variations of Phil last game.
Phil got upset at that. So Bojack has currently got Resilient, which gives him effectively toughness 5 in combat. He's toughness 4 the rest of the time because he is a possessed. Mm-hmm. He also has Visions of Torment because he took over the gang and became the Magister. So that means within 6 inches it's a 10 plus to make someone stunned, and if they can't become stunned, they become knocked down.
Okay.
So that's just going to be a nice little trick.
Yeah.
My Werkin possessed, that's obviously next to Bojack, has got Sprint, so they can move 3 times or charge 3 times the distance, which is going to be fairly useful in this scenario to get away.
Yeah.
I've then got 2 mutants, which are in sort of the middle street, just facing off to walk down the middle. One of them have got weapon skill 4. Both of them have got an axe, a knife, and black blood, which means they can, when they get hit and take a wound in combat, they do a strength 3 hit to the attacker. My mutant with the wings will also have sprint because I've written +1 skill. I got last game, so I need to make a quick decision.
Why not? Such a good spell. Such a good.
Yeah, well, it's either
skill.
that or resilience, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then I have a brethren with bow who is on the rafters on our left side as we're looking at it now. They're facing down your little group.
The only ranged missile shot in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so I've always got this theory that in Mordheim you need just that one guy with range, because then it controls the other person's movement. Whereas if you don't have any, they can go anywhere that they want. I've got then 2 beastmen with double axe each, one of which is on the rafters and one is down in the street with my mutants. And I've got a dark soul with sword and axe, who is going to be up on the rafters looking to basically, I need to just sprint through your guys, is this game is going to come down to.
Yeah.
Knock a few heads on the way, hopefully, to get some experience, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes, I suppose.
Yeah, in a way, I was kind of glad that you were the attacker, so you're the one trying to get off the board, because I've got no hope in heck, with an undead force, because I can't sprint.
Yeah.
So that's why I was more than happy to be the defender.
Yeah. Well, I have got the slightly lower warband rating, so I could choose, but even though you would want to be the defender, I also wanted to be the attacker, because I reckon, although it would be quite slow for you to get across the board, I reckon you would be able to knock my gang about in that prolonged combat.
Yeah. Because
my warband rating being that lower, you ignore stunned and stuff like that. So with that, we will get into the game. If you like watching it, don't forget to like, comment what you like, what you didn't like, whether you want to see more Mordheim, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, as well as 30k. And if you really like it, there is a Patreon link below where you can get yourself a bounty tray, as well as access to the Discord. And we will catch you in the game. So game turn 1 goes to the Possessed, because I'm the attacker in the breakthrough. I'm going to start off with Phil Gore the Foul, who's going to move to the bottom of this ledge, and hopefully it doesn't overbalance.
Like that.
Well, it's not. No.
Oh my God. Oh.
Right. So I'm gonna stack them this way. No, we know they're like sort of on the edge here, but they're going to be there. My bowman is just going to move forwards just so that I get that -1, because -1s are fun. Over this side, there's not that much thinking about it in this first turn. The plan's been set in motion, I've just got to carry it out, I suppose. Over this side, Togrel, my gang leader, is now going to go his 10 because he's a possessed. And my Werekin is going to go within his 15 to get to underneath there. And that only leaves me with a bow shot from my archer into your necromancer, because I don't like necromancers.
This is my necromancer up here.
Yes, so he's going to go into there. So I'm going to do the bow shot into Pete's necromancer that's just tucked within that building there.
Yeah.
And I'm moved. You're going to be in heavy cover, so I need like 6s and 4s. I'm over half range, 6s and 5s.
What's the range in a bow? It's 24, isn't
24,
it? So
yeah.
12.
Yeah, definitely over 12.
Yeah.
So yeah, like 6s and 5s. No. Score. Cheers for coming. And that is over to Pete's turn 1. Undead turn 1, Pete, what is the plan?
So what I'm going to do, in the building, my zombie's going to shuffle up 4 to there.
Facing down my beastman.
Yeah.
And Dark Soul.
Then the white is going to move up there. And then my lich is going to move...
Oh, is that the Lich?
Yeah, he's the lich.
Oh. I thought he was the necromancer.
Sorry, that's the lich. There's the necromancer. Yeah.
Luckily I didn't hit and it didn't matter.
No.
So.
Yeah. But he has got wounds 4, so...
No, but I mean, like, I wouldn't have wanted to shoot him because he's got wounds 4 and like toughness silly. So okay.
Yeah. So that's the movement over here. So that door's there, isn't it?
Don't turn it off for a sec.
What I'm gonna... No, I'm good. I'm just gonna move back, as it were.
As it were. Yes.
A little bit.
And into the centre, what are you doing?
Into the centre.
Down the alley.
They're actually going to stay exactly where they are. They're just waiting to receive the guys that are coming in.
Okay.
I'm then going to go on to magic.
Yeah.
And
I so hope you blow 2 guys up now. It's miscast and blown up like all my magic.
so with the Lich, I'm going to do Living Horror onto the Beastman.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a difficulty 8.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets it.
He gets it.
What does that do?
So, you may choose one model within 8 inches of the Lich and roll d6 plus 3. If the score is equal to or greater than the leadership of the target model, then that model suffers a wound. No arm saves allowed. If this wounds the target and they still have wounds remaining, then the target may not move, shoot or cast spells during the next turn unless they pass the leadership test. Doesn't affect possessed, undead, or immune to fear.
Okay,
So-
although I'm cult of possessed, it still affects me because they're not actually possessed.
Yeah, so d6 plus 3. And what? Oh,
And my leadership is 8.
d6 plus 3. No.
Yes. Yes. Okay, what is your necromancer doing?
He only has Van Hel's, and I'm not going to move, so...
Okay, because you strategically chose not to move.
Yeah.
So that is into possessed turn 2.
Yeah.
And I think I need to get some help over there. So in my movement phase, my Beastman is going to charge... Oh no, my Dark Soul first is going to charge into your zombie. So I've got to take a leadership test, and my Dark Soul... So my Dark Soul will get in, unless Pete intercepts with anyone.
Oh, I'm so tempted to.
He's turning. He's going. Are you going to intercept? No.
No.
Just to leave that bit of suspense there for everyone. My Beastman is then going to charge into your white, is that?
Yeah.
So the Beastman actually does need a leadership test, but his leadership 8. Loves it.
Yeah.
And gets in. But neither of them know yet that they're going to get slaughtered by that Lich. So we can just know that as players. My leader Togrel is going to run to here.
Okay.
Along with my Werkin possessed on this side of the board. And this is the they're running into the end zone really before the rest of the gang gets slaughtered. Is I think what's going to happen.
Did you say working?
Working.
Is that just a posh way of saying working?
Yeah, because everyone's working class in this gang. So they're all from Down Mines, Pete.
Yeah. All going up to mill.
Exactly. Well, that's where they met the Dark Master. So my mutant, and Beastman are going to get round to here.
Must sound weird hearing a Welshman say that.
What's that? Down
to mill.
To mill.
Up to mill.
So let's start in the combat. Oh no, shooting first. Shooting comes first.
Yeah.
I'm going to fire my bowman into your grave person.
Which one, Batty or Pointy?
Which one's the one with strongman?
The one with strongman is Curved, who is over the other side.
Is there any difference between the two of them?
No.
The closest one then. So I'm over 12 and Pete's not bothering measuring the 24 because he says I'm definitely in. Which I am, we've played fantasy before. So I've not moved, I'm over 12, so I'm hitting on 5s. No, yet again a 1.
Yeah.
Right, well this is how this is going, is it?
Want to borrow some Asher dice?
I really want to borrow some Asher dice at the moment. But what I'm going to do is use my Beastman into your
My white baby.
Yeah, around this side of the battlefield. So I'm weapon skill 3.
I'm weapon skill 2.
So I hit you on 3s with my bone dice.
Yep.
And I'll hit you on 4s with my offhand axe on the black dice.
I do have a sword and a shield.
Okay. So you can't parry a 6.
Yeah. I can parry that. Oh, I can't even parry that.
You got to parry the highest, haven't you?
Yeah.
So I hit 3 times. I'm strength 3 though. So wound once.
Yeah.
And you've got strength. You've got -1 because I've got an axe.
Does it crit?
Oh, does it crit? So that's 1 wound, Does it crit? No, it doesn't.
So it's strength 3.
Yeah.
Shield is
+2 in combat.
so it's 5 up, isn't it?
Yeah, goes to 6 because I've got an axe.
Strength 4. Oh no, it's just.
I'm strength 3.
It's strength 3, but yeah.
Toughness 4. So 6 is to
I'm
save.
trying to think of the rule. What's the rule for an axe? It's got.
That's the -1 save.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of it.
Cutting blow.
Yes.
Cutting. Yeah, we'll just say cutting blow, but it
Yeah.
might not be cutting blow.
No.
No.
So what's it do?
It does. Bam.
Oh.
Taken out. But sadly, that is a henchman.
No,
So I don't get no mitt for me. Oh, that's a hero for you.
That's a hero for
I just assumed it was a henchman for you.
Yeah.
Oh, baboon. Next, my Dark Soul is going to strike into your zombie, who I imagine you're going to be less upset about if I do him in. So I've got a sword and an axe. The axe will be the bone dice. The sword will be the black dice in my offhand.
Weapon skill 2 again on my side.
I'm also weapon skill 2, so it's 5s on the black dice.
Okay.
I hit with the bone dice, which is the axe.
Force to strength.
5s. So 5. Oh, your toughness.
Toughness 3.
Oh, your toughness 3.
Yeah.
So the 5 wounds anyway. Is it a crit?
No.
No. And what does it
do?
do?
1. I stay up because I don't get knocked down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's no pain.
I thought you didn't get stunned. I thought your stunned was made knocked down. Or is that a zombie specific? So Pete is knocked down and he's within like half an inch of an edge. So has to take an initiative test or fall off.
Funny zombie, stay up.
Is he initiative?
No, initiative 1.
So he falls off.
It's a strength something for every 3 inches, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a strength weirdly a lot in Mordheim.
Yeah.
So Pete takes D3 hits at a strength of 3.
Hey.
You need to stop rolling your dice for them D3 hits damage to you.
I should get the Hisha dice back out. These dice seem to do.
Do you want me to roll it, or do you want to roll it?
Go on, then you can do it for me.
You take 2 wounds.
2 wounds, and what do they do?
Ooh. Stunned and knocked down again?
Stunned and knocked down, so he's just knocked down.
Yeah.
And he's on the floor.
Yes.
Now.
So that is over to Pete's go.
Yeah.
In which you'll immediately stand up.
Yeah.
Boo. So, Pete, what do you do?
In my turn, my Lich is going to charge in against the Beastman.
Okay, I'll have to take a leadership test, which I fail. So I'll hit you on 6s this turn. Oh, he's so scared.
Okay, in the centre, my skeleton is going to charge against your possessed with the wings.
I am a bit too close there. You will be in charge range. I'm just going to have to take it, aren't I? I'll have to take a fear check. But I am... I'm a mutant, aren't I? A mutant. So I'm leadership 7. I fail and hit you on 6s.
Okay.
Ugh.
So
Yeah.
that's a skeleton with a spear. Need to remember that.
Yes, well... Yeah, well, you'll strike first from charging anyway.
My first white is now going to charge this beastman.
Oh, so this mutant in the
yeah.
middle. Yeah. So, leadership check. He loves it.
Okay. And then the final one is going to charge in against the same target.
And my beastman will attempt to step in the way.
Okay.
So I'll have to take a leadership check to do that, which I do. And we form up into a battle line.
Yeah. There.
As we get in. Over here. Pete.
Over here, my zombie is going to charge Bojack.
Bojack's just going to stand there and take it.
Okay.
Because he loves being in combat.
Yeah.
So I've really misguessed my ranges. I thought they were out, actually. Over there, I thought it was a bit borderline, but I wanted to get to there. Over here, I thought I was out.
Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is going to double move with my Necromancer to there.
Yeah.
My Strongman, Great Weapon, carrying Graveguard's going to move 4.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to move 4 with the white.
Yeah.
And then in the combat phase or the magic phase.
So Pete, what are you going to do?
So I'm going to do Call of Van Hells. This is difficulty 6. I'm doing it onto the from the Necromancer onto the white that's got Strongman, and obviously I'm going to try and make him do a charge into the combat. And nope.
Ooh, miscast on a double 1.
It's a double 1, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 2d6.
It is 9. That's a number. So the miscast. So Pete's caster is ravaged by the attention of a hideous demon. The caster suffers a strength 8 hit, no armor saves allowed, and will flee in a random direction 2d6 inches until you pass a leadership test.
Takes a wound.
What does it do? Do you really want to use your White Scars dice to roll this injury, Pete?
Yeah, go on. 3. So.
Is he undead as well?
No.
No. So he actually does take that stunned result. Okay.
Okay. On to combat.
Yes.
Let's do this one over here. So the zombie attacked.
Yep.
Weapon skill 2.
It hits me. Do you always strike last as always?
No.
So that's just a Warhammer fantasy.
That's a fantasy thing, yeah. So now
I'm toughness 5 because I'm Bojack.
Okay. Doesn't wound.
Right. So I've got 2 attacks back. My weapon skill of 3 because Bojack's now an idiot. I hit you once, I imagine.
Yeah.
I've got strength 4.
2s. Yeah. Does it crit?
Does it crit? It does, and it does a 6. So a 6, which I count as armed but unarmed, really. Mighty Blow, the attack ignores armor saves and +2 to injury rolls. So that does a 5.
Killed.
Which I imagine Pete will be really upset about that zombie dying.
Yeah.
Like that's the real heart of the gang.
My Lich with his 1 attack, but he's got a staff and a sword, so the staff.
He's basically just a maul, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a maul, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my offhand being. The green's my on hand, which is the staff.
Yeah.
And green is the sword, which is my on hand.
Yeah.
At weapon skill 2. And my staff, or my maul rather, is the offhand, so that's -1 to hit.
Okay.
I take it I'm going to need 4s to hit you?
Yeah, and weapon skill 3.
Yeah. No, double 1.
Nope, either of them. So then I strike back with my Beastman. I've got 1 attack and the extra close combat weapon.
Yep.
So I hit you on 3s because I'm weapon skill 3,
yep.
and 4s on the black dice. So I hit you twice.
Can't parry those.
I am strength 3, your toughness 4.
Toughness 2.
The Lich is toughness 2?
Toughness 2.
Well, I wound once. Is it a crit? Yeah. It does. A 6 with an axe. Oh, it's a blade weapon. So it's sliced, causes 2 wounds, and gains +2 to injury rolls and ignores armour.
Okay.
How many wounds have you got?
4.
4. So it causes 2 wounds, so that's just 2 wounds done.
Yeah.
And you were down to 2.
Yep.
Right.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
The skeleton with the spear is the next one that's going to go.
So that's this left-hand side.
Oh, you were hitting me on 6s.
I was, but I got a double 6.
You got a double 6, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that because I thought I was hitting you on 3s, yes. But luckily I got that double 6.
Who failed fear checks over here? He passed. He intercepted and passed.
Yeah, and then this one failed.
This one
against
failed,
the skeleton.
yeah. So this one's the one where you're hitting me on 6s, but hopefully I'll... So weapon skill 2, I take it I'm hitting you on 4s.
Yes.
Yeah. So with...
I'm not weapon skill 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the decision.
Shield and spear, so... Oh, I can use my dagger as the offhand, can't I?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, so the dagger's going to be the purple. So...
You hit me once with the spear.
Spear, and then roll to wound. I wounded with a 6.
So that means you take a strength 3 hit because of my black blood.
Okay.
Is yours a crit?
Is mine a crit? No. And I take a strength 3 hit. Go on.
Yeah. So the strength 3 hit, wounds, it
Wounds.
can't be a crit, and it just stuns you, which becomes knocked down.
Yeah.
So what does yours do to me? Because I've taken a wound.
I've got a shield. No, I didn't use the shield in combat, so that I wouldn't get a save against that, would I?
No, but you've got to roll your injury against me.
Yeah, injury against you. 2.
So we both knocked down.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, on this next one, I've got great weapons, so you're going to go first.
Right, so this is my mutant who's got an axe and a knife.
Oh, double-handed. Double-handed. Is that...
It just means you can't use a shield or whatever with it.
But it means that I strike at initiative, right? It's not...
So what weapon skill are you in this middle combat, Pete?
3.
3. So I'm weapon skill 4 with this bloke, because the other one got the sprint with the wings. So I hit you on 3s and 4s with my dagger in the offhand, which is the black dice. So I hit you twice. I am strength 3 because I'm a mutant. I don't wound you at all.
Okay.
And now comes the great weapon.
So my great weapon at weapon skill 3, hitting you back, needing 4s?
Yeah.
No. The other combat?
Yeah, so that's in the far end with the beastman versus the great weapon.
Yep. You hit first.
Oh yeah, because you've got because Pete, funnily enough, has a great weapon. So both of them are axes. The black dice will hit on 4. Your weapon skill 3.
Weapon skill 3 again.
So the black dice will hit on 5s. The bone dice will hit on 4s.
Okay.
So the bone dice hits on the 4s. It's just an axe. It doesn't wound though.
Wound.
It really likes rolling 1s. This dice.
Hits with a 6.
Yeah, Pete
And
hits
then
me. Toughness 4.
Yeah. So 2s? No, nothing.
Ah, Mordheim.
Hey.
Mordheim.
There. So your turn. You stand up.
Yes. So, yeah, into possessed turn 3. So into possessed turn 3. Now I've got 2 options here. I could either sprint for the board edge, but that's no fun. So what I'm going to do is declare a charge with Bojack into your great weapon here.
Okay.
I cause fear, so I don't have to take the fear check. And do you want to do anything there, Pete?
No, go for it.
And then my other possessed is going to charge your other duder. Over this side, my Dark Soul, who doesn't take fear checks. I sort of want to... I know what I should do, and I know what I want to do. Now, the Beastman seems to be holding his own a little bit against the Lich.
Yeah.
And what I want to do is dive in charge onto that zombie.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to try. So I take an initiative check for every... So it's an initiative check for every full 2 inches. So it's 1 initiative check to jump down. I have got an initiative of 3 with my Dark Soul. So my Dark Soul needs a 3. Yes! So I jump down. It doesn't go the way of my Ogrin in Necromunda.
Would it be 3 or under, yeah?
Yeah, 3 or under. And manages to dive in charge into the zombie. So we'll get +1 strength and +1 to hit in this movement phase. Everyone else is in combat that wants to do anything.
Your guy over there, the Birdman, stands up.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
So I stand up and... Oh, we were both just in combat, weren't we? So...
Yeah.
That, and then my...
You're in...
Little idiot.
Yeah, you just moving forward because
why not?
Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then into the combat phase. So let's start with... Where do you want to start, Pete?
No, it's your turn. You can start wherever you want to massacre me.
Bojack is going to strike into your great weapon, dude.
Okay. So weapon skill 3.
I'm 3, so 4s. No.
Nothing. Okay, great weapon coming back at you.
Yeah.
So 4s. No.
Cheers for coming.
Okay.
Right. So, my possessed into Pete's white.
Okay.
Pete is weapon skill 2.
So 3s.
I'm really glad I put them that way in. So I hit twice on 4s. Pete can parry 1 of them by getting a 5.
Yeah.
Which he does. Loser. I'm strength 4, Pete's toughness 3.
Okay.
So 3s.
Okay.
I wound. Is it a crit? No.
No. And then do I get to block this with my shield on a 6?
Yes.
No.
And it
What's
does. Oh,
And it
they got the
does.
five.
And it
It's a
does.
6. Look, the bounty tray taketh away. Oh no, it doesn't. Let's move down. Let's do the diving charge. Let's
Okay.
do the diving charge. So the diving charge.
Weapon skill 2 zombie.
I'm a weapon skill 2 dark soul.
Okay,
So
you
I'm
get
hitting.
plus what for your charge?
So I get +1 for the diving charge to hit.
Okay, so you're hitting on 3s.
3s and 5s
With
goes
the
to
off-
4s
Yeah.
on my black dice. So the dark soul has sword and axe. The black dice will be the sword, which is my offhand. The bone dice is my on-hand axe. I don't hit with either. Cheers for coming.
Zombie hitting back. Hits. Roll to wound. Toughness.
Toughness 3.
Okay, so 4s with the strength 3. No.
That's Mordheim.
Okay.
Days and days of useless combat. I'm going to stamp on your head with my mutant here,
Okay.
with the wings. So that
He was
you're
hitting
knocked
it.
down, so I auto hit. If
Yeah.
I wound, I take you out.
Does the fear still apply?
'Cause it's only the first round, isn't
Yeah,
it?
okay.
Yeah. So, and I auto hit anyway.
Okay.
So I wound Pete on 4s, and if I get a wound, I take him out.
Yeah.
So I take Pete's skeleton.
Skeleton, yeah. Rattler.
So that is my winged mutant. Next, onto the mutant versus the great weapon.
Yeah. Which one? They're both the same.
Wait, sorry, it's my mutant into the
Yeah.
great weapon. And weapon skill 4.
Weapon skill 3.
So my black is the offhand
Yeah.
that hits on 4s. The bone is the axe.
Both hit.
You can't parry 'cause you've got a great weapon. Double one, that's
one.
Mordheim.
And then hitting back on 4s. Yeah.
What's your strength?
Have you got a parry?
I don't. I have a knife and an axe.
Okay. Strength is double-handed, so +2, isn't it?
Yes. But what's your base?
Oh, base strength of 3, so 2s.
So you,
Toughness.
yeah. Because my weapon skill's gone up. So
Twos.
2s.
Yeah. Is
So
it
you
a crit?
take a strength 3 hit now.
Yeah,
but
okay.
let's resolve all of yours.
It's not a crit.
And what does it do to me?
What's it do to you? 3.
Stunned. So Pete can't auto take me out in this round,
Yeah.
but if it goes to Pete's turn, he can obviously auto stamp me.
Yeah.
So the strength 3 hit onto Pete. Wounds. You've got an armor save, have you?
They don't have armor.
Knocked down. Do you?
Knocked down.
Pete's knocked down, and in this game, the black blood is really useful. In the game against Matt, it was not.
The final combat.
Yeah, Beastman into the great weapon.
Okay, weapon skill 3, so 4s.
I'm 3 as well. So the
5 on the black.
black dice
yeah.
is 5. Yeah.
Both hit. No parry. 1 wound.
Yeah, 1 wound because my strength 3. Does it crit? No.
No.
It does a stunned knockdown because
I just
Pete
get knocked
is,
down, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that is the end of Possessed turn 3.
So, do I...
Oh no, have we done the lich?
We haven't done the Blitch, no.
So the lich combat.
Yeah.
My beast. What initiative is
Initiative
your?
5.
You are.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, go on then.
Still need to hit you. Weapon skill 2.
I can't be super salty about this. so, I mean, I'm trying, Pete. I'm trying.
The staff is, or the maul rather, is the on hand. It'll hit on the 4s. The sword will hit on 5s on the green dice. The sword hits. Roll to wound. It does not wound on a 2.
Nope. And then my axe in the offhand and on hand. Mm-hmm. Your weapon skill 2.
Weapon skill 2.
So I hit on 3s and 4s on the black dice. So I hit once.
Yep. I don't get the parry.
Because it was a 6.
Yeah, and it just continues.
I'm strength 3.
Oh, toughness 2.
So it wounds. It doesn't crit.
Yeah.
And I just take another wound off you.
Yeah, down to 1 wound. Yeah.
It's okay.
Start of my turn. Do I bottle?
Yeah, turn 3.
Okay, leadership 8. And I bottle. Game.
Right, and we will do our out of action results and stuff on camera right now. So for Pete's out of action results, he's got 3 henchman.
And 1 hero. Who,
Yeah.
It's a white that got, has it got talent? The lad's got talent.
Oh, is that how he became?
Yeah, that's how Kral became, you know, dating Heine. So, in How I Met Your White King. So, the zombie. So it's for a henchman. You basically roll a dice on a 1 or 2. They're dead in terms of the undead. You know, they're out of the gang. On a 3 up, they're still there. So for the zombie,
I imagine that's upsetting.
15 gold gone there. For the skeleton. Is also gone.
Whereas that, as a non-sarcastic thing, that I imagine that actually does.
That one does hurt. So then we're moving on to the first white, who's still a henchman at this point, and they're fine.
Pete breathed a sigh of relief.
And then on to the hero white. So the 10s are going to be the green dice.
Okay.
So here we go. It's a 24.
Madness. Roll a d6. On a 1 to 3, you suffer stupidity. On a 4 to 6, you frenzied.
Stupidity. It would have been cool if I'd got the frenzy, because that's kind of like the Chaos Lord Kral all over.
Well, you were hunting out. Well, he could become stupid and frenzied.
Yeah.
You just have to roll it again.
Yeah.
My warband leader Bojack leveled up, so I get a 5, which is
5. New skill.
okay. Excellent. So there's a new skill for Bojack. I've got my mutant with the weapon skill 4 at the moment.
Hero still?
Yeah, hero. So I got an 8.
That is a characteristic increase. Roll a dice again, please.
A 4.
That's +1 leadership instead of +1 initiative. That's probably an 8's probably the, you know, you either want a 6 or a 7 in that.
Yeah.
Or a 9.
And then my mutant with sprint
Yep.
gets a 5.
A 5, new skill.
So that's still a new skill.
Yeah.
And I've got my Dark Soul on the henchman list.
Okay, so on the henchman list,
A 10.
a 10, lad's got talent. So 1 mod from the group becomes a hero. If you already have the maximum number of heroes, roll again.
No.
No,
not.
because you lost your leader, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean to rub that in.
No, I'm less upset now that I've immediately got a lad's got talent.
Okay, so you may choose 2 skills available.
So my 2d6 that I immediately make again, a 5, which I've got twice now.
A
so
5,
it's a skill.
so it's a new skill. So they get 2 skills effectively. Oh no, they get 1 skill. The remaining members of the henchman group, if any, roll again for any advance they have earned. Re-roll in any 10s and 12s.
No, that was the one in the group, which is why you take multiples in the group, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting the gang back in it.
Yeah.
And we will go on to exploration rolls.
I've got 1 level up myself.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. So
Oh, Pete.
it's a white, and it is Batty.
Batty the White. Go
Yeah,
on.
Batty here. Oh no, sorry, Batty here.
Okay, so what do you get?
Batty gets 7 as a hero. Roll again. So this is either going to be a weapon skill. Oh no, I get to choose either a weapon skill, but it's going to be a weapon skill.
Are you sure, Pete? Do you
Yeah.
not want a ballistic skill on that great weapon guy?
No.
And we will get into explore rolls.
Yeah.
So Pete's had 5 heroes that didn't get taken out of action during the game.
Yeah.
So now gets to roll 5 explore dice, and then we will consult the charts.
Yeah. So because my my white that had lad's got talent, who was a hero, got taken out. That's why I don't roll for him. I've got 4 dice basic +1 for my leader, so 5 dice total.
Oh, you get an additional one for your
No,
leader?
sorry, it should just be 5 dice total. I just messed that up.
That's being left in. So, Pete,
So I've got 5 dice, it would have been 6. And if you win, you get an extra dice, so Max should be rolling 1 dice for that.
I'll go through.
Yeah. So I've got a double 5, and that's important. So that's 10, 12, 16.
Yeah, and you take either of those doubles.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the doubles. A double 5 is overturned cart.
Yeah.
And you can roll again, and you don't want the 2 because it's not as good.
So I had a 16 total, I need to remember that.
Yeah.
But I've rolled a 1.
So that's actually good. So Pete finds an overturned cart with a Mordheim map in.
A Mordheim map, hey!
A Mordheim map. And then he will roll again. I think it's when you actually first use the map to see if it's a dud or not.
Yeah.
So I get my 5 heroes, including the lad's got talent, which is why you do the experience first, plus 1 for having won. And I get a quad 4.
Quad 4.
So that's 12, 20 total for the Weirdstone.
You've got an armourer. Roll a d6, please.
4.
4. D3 suits of light armour. Ouch.
2 suits of light armour.
That's really good. If you can wear light armour. Chaos and
someone will be able to. So with that 20, I get 4 pieces of Weirdstone. And Pete?
With 16, I get 3 pieces of Weirdstone.
Okay. Now I've got 8 members of my warband currently. So that 4 members of my warband, if I sell it immediately, is 70, which I'm going to do.
However, if you were to only sell 3 of them, you'd get 65. So you're only getting 5 gold.
So yes, so I'm going to then sell 3.
Yeah,
and keep a Weirdstone.
It's actually quite. I think it's worth actually talking about that because you were originally going to sell all 4, and you would only got another 5 gold for selling that one. So it's always worth looking above 1 and below 1 on the table because there's like that pinch point of how many to sell this time, and it's worth saving 1 for the next game.
Yeah, because if I only get 2 next game, it then bumps me up to that 65 again.
So for me, I've only got 8 members left in my warband now because I've lost 2 throughout that, and I had 3 Weirdstone, so I'm also going to get 65 as well from selling that.
Okay, cool. And we will join everyone with the slight bit of outro that we've got left. So that is all the explore rolls, and that is our experience and stuff like that. So, just so Pete can say that I'm bald, there is my bald head. Yeah. And, that was our Mordheim game with all the explore rolls left in. We were just starting getting into a discussion, weren't we?
Yeah.
As I was setting up the camera. Now, you wanted to stay an extra round. Why was that? Because you were forced out?
So I was forced out because I rolled a leadership 10 and I'm only leadership 8.
Yeah.
I would have stayed an extra round to just try to get a couple of extra experience. Well, I had no experience in that game. I gained no experience. So if I had stayed...
Other than you ones for coming?
Only for the ones for coming, for surviving the game. So if I had stayed, I might have gotten a couple of extra experience for like killing some guys, especially with the auto hit on the graveguard that with your guy being down. So that's the only reason why I would have wanted to stay an extra round. Obviously, with 4 guys out, it's at the screechy bum kind of point of that, Dutch ass type perspective there. But yeah,
I reckon that was actually the perfect time. Other than the fact that it was on the losing side, I think that was actually the right time to go, because say an extra round could have meant that I might have taken out that lich, and that would have been less explore dice. And I think you were saying you didn't come out that badly.
No, so if you look at it coming out, I lost 1 explore dice, so I still got 65 gold. I went into it with 9 gold in my stash anyway. So 74 gold. I lost 2 guys, a zombie and the skeleton, that I was able to buy back, leaving me with 24 gold in my cash. Plus I gained a map. Plus I gained stupidity on my white. Plus a 1 weapon skill. So even though I lost and took a hammer in, I've broken even. I've replaced the guys, and I'm, ready to fight another day. It was just a very tough matchup and bad dice rolls, but yeah.
No, and I think that's it. A lot of Mordheim is knowing, even in the game, that yes, you might have been able to stamp on that mutant. Maybe that meant you could have come back, but knowing when to go. We've said this about Matt last campaign. Knowing when to go is key. And I think that was the right time, because it allowed you to, in the post game, not take too much damage. Like in the post game there, for me, I've managed to I got the lad's got talent, so I'm back up to the 5 heroes, which was incredibly. That was sort of vital for getting back into the campaign, I think. Yeah,
you're a bit. It was almost soul destroying to lose your leader, wasn't it?
What everyone missed off camera after last game was an hour of me being like, "Do I re-roll this gang?" Because it's just. Heroes are out after second game, and that could have put me behind in those explore dice every single game for the rest of the campaign.
Yeah.
Now I've decided to carry on anyway, but getting that Lad's Got Talent has meant actually I could continue with the gang at full effectiveness, basically, other than like losing the Magister, whatever. But yeah, that is the Mordheim campaign. Hopefully everyone's enjoying how sort of short and brutal the games are, along with seeing the post-game explores and experience, because we're going to start doing those at the end of the games. So thank you for coming on, Pete, and I will see you next Mordheim Day. Yeah, probably next week. And we will see everyone else for whatever game you next join us with on the channel. In a bit.